So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time, and they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Young. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. On play action, Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
They'll begin here on the ground. They'll take this forward for about 5. Here's a 2nd and 12. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now, this looks like a design run.
And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush, having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner.
Now how about this? It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on down. Receiver in motion, headed left. Young to throw on first down. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Young. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Inside the 35. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Broncos. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off. For the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's a 2nd and 9. Motion man is Rice. On 2nd down, Young. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. To throw, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Motion man is Rice. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Now Young. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Young. He's got it at the 3. Here now, second down and goal. Here's Young. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, KC. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Tight end going in motion here. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll throw with him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. His throw left side is complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Here's a run going left. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield strike.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's Young. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Young to throw on 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Young to throw on 1st down. That one incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
On 2nd down, Young. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Extra point by Little is good. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense going to get it one final time in this first half. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. There's that man again, another catch. A gain there of 11, and the Chiefs have a first down. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. His 5th catch of the... And now, after that last play, the challenge flag is out, and we will get a review right here. At issue was he... So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. He'll drop to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the air one more time. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver.
Just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Oh, he pumps up the football. The Broncos have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. Here's a run, and he will score again. Touchdown, Broncos. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll try to run for it, and he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. This brought in out past the 20. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. Motion man set right. They run on the jet sweep. Uh-oh. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. A second down throw for Young. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Here's Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Broncos add on to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Past midfield. Inside the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 98 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. So, no shortage of offense in this one. First and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 6-yard line.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Broncos. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and good. The Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Young to throw on first down. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Up the middle. Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it. But then fumble down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And he's taken down up past the 35.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, faking the give. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down is Young. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Young. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Out of the shotgun, Young. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
First down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Young. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to...
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. after this. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Motion man is Rice. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll get that one complete to Rice. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down. On 1st and 10, here's Young. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. To the goal line and in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. Extra point by Little is good. And the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. Big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Back to the air one more time. His throw left side is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike, and you can see he tried to remain a passer as long as possible, but once it became clear nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs, and he's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
He'll look to throw. He fumbled the football, and the defense has it. Big opening up the middle. He's inside the 30, inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way back. It's a fumble return for 2 points for the defense. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Young. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to the air. It's Young. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. They motion the slot man left. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll go. Young. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here we go. One final play. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Renardo Green. And the Chiefs are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is